Hey, Lucia. No, hey. She's really homophobic, this dog.
Hi everyone, I'm Denny Directo, host and producer and longtime fan of the It Gets Better project, and I am joined by none other than comedian Margaret Cho. Hello, Margaret.
Hello, thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Well, obviously I want to talk about your It Gets Better video, but first, I want to rewind a little bit. Take us a few years before that. What was it like growing up for you in SF?
Well, in San Francisco, of course, there is a very large queer population. It's very well known as being the gay capital of the world, yet there's still a very heteronormative streak running through the city. I got bullied a lot for being queer. I remember graffiti on the walls saying that I was a lesbian and all this stuff, and I knew it was true, but at the same time, it was really scary because facing the truth of that was something I wasn't ready to do. I did really fall into a great environment, and I got to be around a lot of gay people. My parents owned a gay bookstore in San Francisco, which was really important in my development and really pivotal in my, later coming out and later really embracing being queer.
When did you realize that you were part of the LGBTQ plus community?
I mean, I've always known that I was queer. There's never really a sense of coming out to myself or really even understanding. Like, I just knew that I was different than everybody else that I was growing up around. I was seeing gay people all around me a little bit later, so that was very normalized. Queerness was very normalized. Drag was really super normalized. Something that I was being shown was good. And that's really just because I was in San Francisco. That was really just because my parents owned a gay bookstore. I don't know what it would have been like if I was raised in a different environment.
So what was their reaction when you finally did come out to them?
Well, the thing about my family is they don't accept bisexuality.
Okay.
They accept lesbian, they accept hetero, but bisexuality, they're like, oh, no.
Is it because they didn't understand it?
They have a really old school notion about what gay is.
Okay.
They would totally accept trans. They would totally accept gender fluid, non-binary pronouns, all that. The thing they have a real problem with is bisexuality, because to them, it's almost like you can only really truly be one thing. And it mirrors a lot of what the larger queer community is that there is a lot of biphobia and a lot of bi-invisibility. Right. So it's a very strange place to be within the minority of queerness.
So did you come out to them as bi first, or did you?
I came out as a lesbian first because I really did identify as a lesbian first. In the early 90s, I had long denim shorts that went to my knees and big big combat boots, monkey boots. I wouldn't stop coming out for about 2 years. And people were like, could you just please stop coming out? We get it.
Right.
But then I realized, hey, there's more to the story. And so after I came out as lesbian, then I came out as straight, and then I came out as bi. And then straight, my parents were, okay, great. And then bi, that's when they were like, no, 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 no. And they still are like, no.
There's no. We miss your boots. They're like, we miss your boots.
Yeah, they love the boots.
We miss your mohawk. Yeah. It's time to talk about your It Gets Better video. Well, let's take a look back for a sec. Do you mind?
Let's do it.
Hi, this is Margaret Cho. I want to talk to all the gay teens out there who feel alone, who feel bullied, who feel like taking their own life might be an answer. Well, it's not. It's not. I want to tell you that you're not alone. And I was bullied so much when I was a kid and so much as a teenager. And there were many, many times that I wanted to take my own life. But don't do it. We need you. The world cannot go on without you. Stay with us. We love you so much.
Well, gosh, Margaret, I have chills watching that right now. How does it feel for you to watch that back 10 years later?
It's great. I mean, and the message still is so real. I would stay with it, and it's true, that we need each other, and we need them, they need us, and so I think it's really great. I think that the It Gets Better campaign is such a genius campaign, and it's something that's really needed, and it's really something that I think we got missed out in my generation because so many people died of AIDS.
Right.
So you didn't have this slightly older generation telling you it's going to be okay because they were all dead. So the fact is that we needed to do that for the younger generation. We had to actually step up and do that, even though we didn't have a generation doing that for us. So now I think it holds up. I think it's something that still resounds and really is very needed. Kids who grew up with it Gets Better campaigns should be doing that for the next generation.
What do you hope changes in the next 10 years? Like, what struggles do you feel like we still face as a community?
We still face a lot of struggles. I mean, we face the struggle of really understanding each other in a very intersectional way. Understanding each other and coming to terms with the difference between us, even though we're all queer, we're not all the same. I think that I grew up in a time where we also kind of felt like because we were gay, we could get away with all other kinds of biases, and that's just not true. You know, and that I feel like is really something that we need to face head on as a community, is our own discrimination within our ranks, because it's coming from inside the house. Like, that's like the terrible things are because it's inside the house. And so it's like there's a lot of struggle within our communities, but I feel like since we have so much to be grateful for, that we'll get through that.
I thought I saw that what you were just talking about a little bit this past summer with Black Lives Matter and how the LGBTQ plus community rallied and really showed up, you know, in support of all Black Lives Matter. Was that a proud moment for you?
It was a really proud moment to see Black Lives Matter connect with gay pride in a way that was so meaningful, because gay pride would not exist without the civil rights movement.
Right.
And for us to march together was truly an exceptional time and an exciting time for real change. And certainly now with all of the young people who are just so smart and just so understanding and know so much about society and themselves, and they have history to draw on, they're creating our future.
What's a piece of advice you would give to young LGBTQ plus people who are still coming into their own, who are finding their voice, who might be afraid to come out, maybe out of fear of being ostracized by their family? What would you tell them?
I would say that the only person that really matters is you. And the greatest love that you will have is the love affair you have with yourself. And that is the most important love to cultivate, and to find what that love is, what that love looks like, what that love blossoms into, because that's you for life. And we want you here for a really long time, and I want you to find out what that love is.
I love that. And finally, I have to ask you, Margaret, does it keep getting better?
Oh, it gets so much better. It gets better and better. It gets really, really weird, and it gets really fun.
I love that. You know, in so many ways, you've been a trailblazer in your life and career, not just as a member of the LGBTQ plus community, but also as a queer Asian. So I just have to say thank you. So thank you. It was such a pleasure to chat with you.
Such a pleasure. Thank you. I'm Margaret Cho, and I'm here to tell you that it gets better.